Hi, my name is Erin Delaney, and I'm from the East Bay, California, and I'm here to share with you today a powerful story, an inspirational story around healing sexual shame. And this story created an enormous transformation in my life, in the life of my daughter, in the life of generations of women in my lineage before me, and in the lives of all women globally, truly. And the story is when my daughter was 12 years old, and I found out that she was having sex with her boyfriend. And in that moment, when I found out, I literally flipped out. Like, really, just flipped out. So angry, so confused, so concerned. And my daughter talks about how I was just pacing the house from the bathroom to the kitchen to the living room, from the bathroom to the kitchen, walking outside a little bit. But I was really just like in a state of madness and saying things like, what the hell were you thinking? Who has a 12-year-old who has sex? I mean, I just lost it, really lost it. And luckily, in that moment, during that chaos, I looked over and I saw my daughter weeping on the couch. And I stopped dead in my tracks and just plopped myself down and said, God, help me, help me, help me. I don't know what to do here. I'm doing it wrong. I know I'm doing it wrong, but I don't know what to do. And I had this huge wave of calm come over my whole body. And I looked over at my daughter and I said, everything's all right. I don't know why, but everything is absolutely perfect. And I sat on the couch next to her and she leaned into me and we just sat there and held each other and sobbed. And after the sobbing calmed down, she started to tell me how I had been shaming her for the past couple years and commenting on how she dressed, commenting how she was with boys, criticizing her makeup, all these kinds of things that were really giving her a shameful image of herself. And I didn't even know that I was doing it. So as she was telling me this, I said to her, tell me more. I was just in this open, expansive place. I said, tell me. And the more that she talked, the more I realized I was doing exactly what my mother had done to me when I was a teenager. And it's what I hated the most and caused so much confusion in me as a sexual being. So in that moment, I literally committed myself to do whatever it took to clear the sexual shame in my body, in my being, in my psyche. So it led me down a really powerful journey with a lot of amazing teachers, amazing books, a very challenging journey. I'm not saying it's complete either, by the way, but I ended up doing training because this is my life purpose now. Like, that's how potent this work has been over the past 3 years, my daughter being an incredible catalyst for it. So what was really painful and difficult and like crazy, making that experience transformed into something that's been so profound. And who we are now as a mother-daughter is like night and day who we were then. I mean, we talk, we share, we laugh. I don't shame her at all. I stand behind her as a powerful creature. I, of course, guide her with safety and all of the important things. And I celebrate her as a sensual being. And it has made an enormous difference in my marriage. It's made an enormous difference in my relationship with myself. And it's made a big difference in my relationship with my mother. A lot of love and a lot of forgiveness there. And though I don't have time now, looking at the time, I don't have time now to go into it. The story actually continues in how during this process of doing my own healing, I tapped into women from Africa. In my own body and my own experience, I tapped into that level of women who are being, sexually mutilated through the clitoridectomies that they have. I tapped into them and I felt their pain. I felt their fear and I felt pleasure for them. And again, that's another whole story, but this journey just continues to expand. So what I want to say is, women looking at owning, embracing, forgiving, whatever it is of your own sexual being is crucial. It's crucial to us standing in our power. It's like I am so clear about that. And I think about how the Dalai Lama spoke of how it's the Western women that's going to save the world. And since I've had an experience of that through my daughter, through my mother, through tapping into women across the other whole part of the globe, I know that's true now. I know that's true. And my avenue is through the sexual healing. So I'd love the opportunity to share this story more widely. I will continue sharing this story more widely and wildly. Who knows? Maybe wildly too. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm thrilled. I'm honored. I'm done.